Hey traders, this is Morrow with ForexAnalytix, and as you can see, this is a little bit different of a platform that we used in the past to film the week ahead video. And there's a reason for it. We're actually going to host a contest. Now, I'm going to tell you about the contest here in a moment, but I also will tell you that we did this about 2 years ago. We had a contest for our traders or our community to show us what their trade setup looked like. And it didn't have to be the best or the biggest. It was just, you know, this is my trade setup and this is how I use it and this is why I like it. And we had so much fun. So we thought we'd do that same contest again. And also, I happen to move. My family and I, we sold our other house, bought another house. And so my environment has changed a little bit. So I thought I'd kick off the contest by showing you where I trade from. It is just a home office, but I thought you might be interested to see what it looks like where I'm at. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the contest. First of all, there's going to be two winners. The first winner is going to be selected by our team. So ForexAnalytix team, we're going to select who we think has the best setup based on their individual lifestyle. Doesn't have to be the coolest or the best technology or whatever. Just we select the one we like the best. And then the second winner is going to be a random winner. So we will use an algorithm we'll input all the contestants and we'll have a random winner one picked, selected. And then we're going to have 3 runners up. And the 3 runners up will also receive a gift. So let me talk a little bit about what you'll win. If you are a winner, you're going to get a 6-month subscription of ForexAnalytix, or a semi-annual subscription, and you're going to win a bunch of ForexAnalytix gear, like this t-shirt. I'll show you what that is here. It's on my desk. The second grand prize winner will receive the exact same thing. And then the 3 runner-ups will get 1 month free of ForexAnalytix. So anybody can win. You don't have to be a ForexAnalytix subscriber, but we want to see what your trade station looks like. So without further ado, I'm going to show you where I trade from. Now, if it sounds a little funny in here, it's because I don't have any carpet in here. Everything's tile and it's a small box, so there's a lot of sounds bouncing around everywhere, but you know, have to bear with me. This isn't something I'm going to do every week. So let's take a look. All right. So my trade, well, let me start from, let me turn this around so I can see what I'm showing you guys. I'll get to the trade station here in a second. I'll just kind of give you a quick view around. This is a interesting clock. It has all the different time zones on there. You put the batteries in, and then it's kind of cool. You have to set them all up. But fortunately, I put all the batteries in at the same time. They all died at the same time, or right around the same time, and I haven't got around to putting them back in and resetting it. But it's actually a pretty fun clock, especially when you're sitting right here, and I can see what time it is here, most places in the world, which is good because I live in Arizona and we don't have time change, so I'm pretty much time zone challenged, I would call it that. Just a few publications that we did in Asia, not we, but the previous company I was with. You know, just little knickknacks around my office. You can kind of see some artwork. Benedict from our chat room, he sent me these terracotta warriors from China when he went to visit, which was really cool. Just some knick-knackety things around here. And matter of fact, the shelving unit's going to go. This is kind of a placeholder right now. I'm missing like half of my books. They're still boxed up and I'm trying to find out where they're all at. There's a closet that pretty much is the catch-all for everything. If you live in Arizona, you have to have a big fan. It keeps me cool throughout the course of the summer. And my desk is a U-shaped desk. You can see it like that. It's a custom-made U-shaped desk. I've had this desk for a long time. It's nice. It gives me a lot of workspace. You know, I have a lot of areas I can turn around and work from. And as you can see here, this is my system. And I have a laptop right now. It usually connects to another screen, so I could do some of my personal like emails and stuff from there. But this is my actual trade system. You can see I run Bloomberg and JP Morgan, and I Skype with the office in Connecticut through Gelos. I Skype through them all day, and then I Skype with the ForexAnalytix team all day. We chat, so that's how we I get everything done from here. And this is my very comfortable chair. It's actually quite awesome, especially with Dr. Tushy. That thing's pretty much has to happen when you sit here for as long as I sit here. All right, now what I want to show you is a couple of the important things as far as for my trading. I have a journal here, and the journal is something new I've reincorporated into my trading, but you can see, like last week, towards the end of the week was a little slow, but you know, I have like my entries, kind of what I was thinking at that moment, and it's not a real detailed trade journal, but it helps me stay a little bit more accountable for what I'm doing throughout the course of the week, which I have found kind of to be really important for me in this market environment. Now over here, this is my trading dice. Kind of important to have. Son made me that, and you have to have the foo dog. Always have a foo dog if you're a trader. This is the gear for ForexAnalytix subscribers that you're going to win, and I just want to show you really quick. Hat, mug, really nice mouse pad, and probably one of the best t-shirts you're ever going to have. One of the most comfortable. Anybody that owns one knows they're probably the most comfortable out there. So guys, this is my trade setup, and I can't wait to see yours. And I'm going to take you to the screens so we can start going through the charts. So I look forward to it. See you in a second.
All right, traders, this is Blake Morrow, and now we're back looking at my desktop, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the view of my office. And like I said, I hope you submit your own and show us what your trade setup is like. Like I said, this is not about having to be the biggest or the best. This is just being, the one that works best for you. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna select our favorite, and then one winner is going to be random, so anybody can win. And we will also showcase the winners on our blog as well. So I can't wait to see you guys' setups. It's so much fun. This is like the funnest giveaway that we do, or contest that we do, that we've done in the past, and so I'm glad to do it again. I think our whole team is excited about it. All right, now as we're going into the ForexAnalytix platform, just a couple of things. If you haven't tried out ForexAnalytix, just try it. It's $1 for 10 days. All you have to do is click right here in the middle to take advantage of it. And once you do that, make sure you download the mobile application, and you can put it on your phone, on your iPad or tablet, whatever. Now also you'll notice that we have some dates for the New York Traders Expo. It is March 10th through 12th. I'm going to try to be there. I haven't committed yet that I'm going to be there, but I'm thinking about it. It depends on a couple things personally for me, but I'm going to try to be there. But Joe Perry's going to be there. Steve Volgaris from Greece is flying into New York. So if you guys are anywhere in the area, make sure that you sign up and you go, and we have a little meetup that we're going to have for our ForexAnalytix community. So make sure you come out and see us. And like I said, I'm going to try to be there. And Grega Horvat actually might fly in from Slovenia as well. So there might be actually 4 of us there. Now let's talk a little bit, and I'm going to tell you guys, as far as the markets go, they've been pretty challenging, and I say that because we've been so range bound as of late. I mean, if you look at the euro dollar and you just look at what has been happening on a daily basis, I mean, we're just basically range bound, and we're towards the lower end of the range, near 113. Now, frankly, I think the euro dollar is going to eventually break down. I think we're going to break through this channel support, and I think we're going to break through this long-term. You can see the long-term trend line, and so we get below like 112. 112.75 or so. That to me is a pretty good indication that we're going to take out 112 and then eventually break down and push towards 108 and change. Do I think that we need to have a catalyst? I think we do, but that doesn't mean we're going to get one. Maybe the catalyst would be what drives us below 112. Maybe it's more of a technical break below 112.80, 112.50 that kind of gets the ball rolling. But frankly, I think we're going to break down. I'm not short the euro yet. However, I do think the dollar is going to strengthen eventually. The question is, do we break this 113 or not, or 112.80? That's going to be really important for us going into next week. Then if you take the cable and you look at the pound's actually been it's held up pretty well. I have to admit. The pullback has been fairly minor. We've stalled at a 38% retracement, but that doesn't mean that the pound can't follow the euro lower. If the euro breaks down, we're probably going to see dollar strength come through the market, and it's probably going to make its way through the cable as well. And as long as there's no real positive Brexit news, which there are a few things that are happening this week that could change the outlook of the cable. If there's no, absent of any positive news, the pound could follow the euro down as well, I would think. Now, one of the reasons why I think the dollar is going to continue to strengthen is if you look at the dollar index, and I'm going to take you over to the dollar index and show you the daily chart here. Okay, as you can see, we're above channel resistance. Now, I actually looked at the dollar index very similar to this, but I was looking at it more as a triangle, and we're at the upper end of this triangle. So and as you can see, the analysis that's on ForexAnalytix is like this. You have the trend line that's down here that we've broken out of, and you have the channel support somewhere down here like this. Either way you look at it, I think that a break above this 26.7, or excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, 96.70, not 26, 96.70 is going to be very key. So watching the euro, or watching the dollar index going into the beginning of next week is going to be pretty critical. Now, a lot of people have wondered, well, why hasn't the we'd see some risk aversion, and why hasn't the dollar yen sold off? And I think a lot of the reasons why the dollar yen hasn't sold off, well, there's actually a couple key reasons in my opinion. One of the reasons is that we're seeing dollar strength come through the market, so it's making its way into the dollar yen as well. One of the other reasons is rates have been kind of stuck. I mean, if you look at the 10-year, and I'm going to take you over to the 10-year yield, actually the 10-year bonds, you can see them right through here. Okay, you can see that rates have been, stuck in this triangle. Now, if the bond market breaks higher, yields are going to go down, and if yields go down, the dollar may go down as well. But if we break lower down here and yields go up, the dollar may strengthen. So it's yet to be seen what the bond market's going to do and what yields are going to do, but because we are confined and we're not really moving anywhere, I think that's what's contained the dollar yen to a certain extent. Okay, but the euro dollar, we are so close to support, as I showed you here. Let's go back over to the daily chart. We're so close to support here on the euro dollar. I think we have to be very careful of a possible breakdown of the euro. Is the potential to be weak, continued weak data out of the eurozone? Yeah, I think that's a pretty high possibility. We do have eurozone GDP on Thursday, and maybe that's the catalyst that eventually drops us through this 112.80, or maybe even 112, through that final break of support where we start to get a new leg lower towards 110, towards 108. But speaking of things that are happening next week, I guess we should discuss this a little bit. On Monday morning, we have UK GDP. Actually, there's GDP happening in a few different areas. So we have UK GDP actually on Monday. We have GDP out of Japan on Wednesday. We have Eurozone GDP Thursday, and I think that might be it. I'm trying to think, is there any other place that we have GDP this week? We have the RBNZ that is going to be on Tuesday morning, or Wednesday morning, Tuesday evening if you're here in North America. But look at the Kiwi. We had a really big sell-off, and what we're doing is we're holding the 618 retracement. That's from the lows back here in January to the highs. We had this Gartley pattern reversal last week. If you're part of the ForexAnalytix community, or you're listening to the Face webinars, you knew that was happening. But the 618 is containing us right now. Whether or not we break below 67 and a quarter has more to do with how dovish or hawkish the RBNZ is on Tuesday. So that's going to be the catalyst, I think, that breaks us down, or we get a significant bounce. So keep that in mind if you're trading the New Zealand dollar throughout the course of this week. We also have CPI in the US on Wednesday. That's going to be a very important read because most people want to know what the Fed is going to do next, and I think a lot of the decision making is going to go back to what inflation is doing here in the US. So we have CPI on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have producer prices. And then at the end of the week, we do have UK retail sales. So there is some data out of the UK if you're trading the cable. And those are the things that I'm going to be looking at ultimately. Now, one last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is something that I've been paying very close attention to, is the US dollar Mexican peso. We're in this very tight range. The breakout points now are 19 or 18.95 actually, and then 19.18, 19.180, and or 118.950. Those are the breakout points of this triangle. If we get some risk aversion, if the stock market shows some signs of weakness, that might be the catalyst that drives us higher. We did have banks go, and they were a little bit dovish this week, but that didn't break us out of the triangle, which I thought it was going to this week. It didn't. So we're still confined, but I think a breakout is brewing and it is coming. Now, one last thing before I let you guys go. Remember, being part of the ForexAnalytix community, it's really, not just having the ForexAnalytix system, but it's being part of our chat. And if you check out our chat room, typically we have 80 to 100 people talking, chatting throughout the course of the day, throughout the course of the session, talking about charts and trades that they're in, what they're doing. And this is really the heartbeat of ForexAnalytix. Yes, you have the platform. Yes, you have, the calendars and the live stream that tells you what's happening throughout the course of the day. There's news that happens here. You got your Twitter feed. You've got different links of articles you can read that might be of interest. Yes, you have all the charts. You have all the different types of analysis. But really the heartbeat of what we do is in our community. And that is that little chat function right here. Takes us right to our chat room. And this is a private chat room for us. And that's where you're going to find me when I'm not on the webinars. I'm in here throughout the course of the day, and I spend at least 12 hours of my day in this chat room. So make sure that you take advantage of the ForexAnalytix community and come in our chat room and get the most out of it. All right. And with that being said, guys and gals, I'm really looking forward to seeing your trade setups. Our entire team is really excited about it. And if you think this video has been beneficial, give us a thumbs up. That always makes us feel a little bit better about what we're doing, and it makes us want to continue to push out these free videos for you. If you're not part of the ForexAnalytix community, at least you get to enjoy these. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great trading week. I'll see you on the Face webinar tomorrow morning. My name is Blake Morrow. Have a great day.